Welcome into WTOL 11 News at 11. I'm Michael Sandlin. Thank you so much for joining us. There was sunshine today, but we hope so.
Well, those white Christmas chances looking slim to none at this point. The big story for the rest of the weekend is the chilly and bright conditions. Sunday is going to be a nice looking day, just feeling cold with highs in the 20s, and those morning temperatures going to be down in the teens with a very brisk start to the day. Not going to be overly windy, so the calmer breeze will be nice. And if you're thinking early holiday travel, it is going to be smooth sailing for your Sunday. Boy, temperatures have really plummeted in southern Michigan. Hillsdale down to the single digits at 7 degrees, 14 in Lenawee County, 18 in Toledo, and 19 in BG. And that is all because of the clear skies. With the north wind off of Lake Erie from Port Clinton back towards Sandusky and Norwalk, a few flurries have drifted in off of Lake Erie. However, I'm expecting a dry night in the Toledo metro. A couple lake effect snow showers between Port Clinton and Cleveland up towards Erie, Pennsylvania, mainly now shifting towards the eastern side of the lake. Sunday's forecast does feature an abundance of sunshine, 29 degrees, still feeling chilly, although the wind is going to turn calmer with a southerly breeze at 0 to 10 miles an hour. Soak up that sunshine and enjoy the dry holiday travel conditions because we're tracking a system Monday evening. There is the chance for some late day rain and snow showers. Even though we are seeing little to no accumulation, you won't want to miss my full hour by hour timeline coming up in just a few minutes.
President Biden signed a funding bill into law today to prevent a government shutdown just before the holidays. CBS reports the latest tonight.
With President Biden's signature Saturday, a bill that averts a federal government shutdown became law. Congress approved a temporary funding plan just after the midnight deadline.
The bill is passed.
Late Friday, the House passed the measure following two failed efforts that sent GOP lawmakers scurrying for a deal.
I was in constant contact with President Trump throughout this process. This is a good outcome for the country. I think he certainly is happy about this outcome as well.
An earlier bipartisan agreement fell apart after President-elect Donald Trump and billionaire Elon Musk railed against it.
I think the Republicans have learned if you make a deal, you keep your deal.
For the president-elect, this week's battle over government spending was an early test of his control over GOP lawmakers.
The final agreement did not include an increase in the government's borrowing limit, a key demand Trump threw into the mix this week.
This would have been a very unfortunate time to add the debt limit to any agreement, any CR, and I'm very glad we didn't.
We will continue to spend money at a pace such that we will accumulate about $2 trillion in debt each year.
The deal funds the government at current levels through March 14th and provides $100 billion in disaster aid and $10 billion in agricultural assistance to farmers. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Well, if you're still wrapping presents, you might want to be cautious about what you do with the boxes the gifts come in, whether that's a new TV, washing machine, phone, Xbox, or other expensive gifts. If you put those boxes out to be picked up, you're letting thieves know what you have, and sometimes they'll even scope out your neighborhood.
They will drive around on garbage night, and when they see brand new boxes of large items out at the curb, and someone got a new 84-inch flat screen TV that's worth several $1,000s, they get to see the brand, they know you've got a brand new TV in your house. So what I tell people to do is don't put it out at the curb, take it to the recycling center.
Now, if you do take those boxes to the recycling center, it's not a bad idea to either take the shipping label off that has your address on it or just black it out with a marker. A debate over car washes took center stage at Perrysburg City Council meeting. The Perrysburg City Council voted to end a moratorium on new car wash permits, which was originally set to last until the end of 2025. Mayor Tom Mackin tells WTOL 11 that the city is reworking its zoning codes, meaning limits on car washes could still be considered as part of that process in 2025. Well, as temperatures drop below freezing in many states across the country, we know families are looking for ways to stay warm. But when it comes to using space heaters, be careful. Our National Verify team looks into a viral claim about the dangers of improperly using space heaters.
If you're thinking about using a space heater during these frigid temps, listen up. Many viral social media posts claim that plugging space heaters into extension cords or power strips could start a fire. But is that true? Let's verify using these sources. Space heaters require a high electrical current, and our sources say most extension cords and power strips aren't designed to handle that. So plugging a space heater into one of those may cause the cord or strip to overheat and cause a fire. Instead, our sources say the safest way to use your space heater is to plug it directly into a wall. But make sure it's plugged in all by itself. The Electrical Safety Foundation says plugging multiple devices into the same outlet could result in the outlet overheating and cause a fire. So we can verify it's true. Space heaters plugged into extension cords or power strips can be a fire hazard. There are other safety tips to keep in mind when using a space heater. Make sure you place it on a level, hard, non-flammable surface, such as a tile floor. If your home is carpeted, invest in a hard surface to place the space heater on. Keep the unit at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn, like fabric or paper. And if you can, don't leave it running overnight. With your Verify, I'm Ariande Till.
An artist in Archibald is participating in a program that takes his talent for pottery and shares it with people in Nepal. Dominic O'Neill joins us in studio now with more. So, Dominic, how did this guy get involved with this program?
Well, Michael, Mark Navzinger says the opportunity to become an arts envoy was born out of a connection to U.S. ambassador of Nepal, whose wife grew up in Northwest Ohio. He says this experience opened his mind to new amazing things. Mark Navzinger is a potter and owner of Brush Creek Pottery. He has been perfecting his craft for 43 years.
I'm a functional potter. I make pots for people to use. I mean, I hope it's nice to look at, but I also want it to be, a thing of beauty.
He was selected to the Arts Envoy program, which is a cultural exchange program within the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs that connects U.S. artists with international audiences for an exchange of skills and knowledge. Mark says he was one of the first potters to be invited to participate in the program.
That was an exciting experience. That was a humbling experience. It was totally unexpected.
Mark says pottery is a source of income for many of the women over in Nepal, and they were eager to learn new methods to make their art more appealing.
This was mainly focused on a group of women artisans, and it was toward the goal of economic empowerment on their part to take a traditional craft, working in an area where pottery has been made for not hundreds of years, but thousands of years, and to try to bring a little bit more of a modern take.
He says he learned a lot from students throughout the week and says it was an honor sharing and connecting.
I really gained was an appreciation for potters working with very limited access to supplies and materials. And I think it's very important in today's world to build those bridges of understanding of cultures, and through the arts, I think is an ideal way to build those bridges.
And Mark says he will continue this tradition of being a potter and wants to continue to inspire as many people as he can. Reporting in studio, Dominic O'Neill, WTOL 11.
Tonight, we remember a baseball legend. Hall of Famer Rickey Henderson has passed away at the age of 65. He holds the MLB records for career stolen bases, runs, and leadoff home runs. The 10-time All-Star was one of the most electrifying players in baseball history, playing 24 seasons from 1979 all the way to 2003.
In my opinion, from everyone I've talked to, old and young, I'm pretty sure he's the most beloved athletic of all time. So to lose someone that high is just devastating.
Henderson was elected to the Hall of Fame in 2009.
Well, coming up, I've got your Christmas forecast, and we are tracking a system Monday night that could bring us some wet snowflakes mixing in with rain showers. Will we see that white Christmas? I got the answer coming up next.
Plus, spreading holiday cheer to furry friends, how a local shelter's presents for pups is making tails wag, and the special Christmas surprise you can watch live.
Well, counting down the days until Christmas, and it's certainly feeling like it temperature-wise, but no snow on the ground, and it's going to stay that way for tomorrow. Sunday's forecast is going to be bright and beautiful looking, but it is still going to be cold. You're going to wake up to temperatures that are going to be in the teens, and afternoon highs only making it up into the 20s. Really a nice day for holiday travel, and I think the calmer winds are going to be nice for enjoying some outdoor time as well. Temperatures have actually dropped down to 18 in the metro, and a few spots north and west are considerably cooler, including Lenawee County at 14, Fulton County at 14, and Hillsdale is just considerably cooler than the rest of the weather map. To the east of Toledo, not quite as chilly in Port Clinton and Sandusky, and Upper Sandusky sitting at 22 degrees. The reason for that, there is a little more cloud cover, and we're still seeing a few lake effect flurries drifting in off of Lake Erie, mainly in Erie and Huron counties. There is lake effect that is ongoing in eastern Ohio back towards upstate New York, and there's actually some winter weather alerts that are in effect, stretching all the way from Cleveland down towards Pittsburgh, and also from Syracuse, New York, back towards Binghamton, with some lake effect snow that is occurring up there. Sunday's forecast is going to be quiet here at home, mainly sunny sky conditions, and those winds are going to be down to 0 to 10 miles per hour. In the temperature department, plan on a cold start to the day. Waking up for church services or that morning walk, it is going to be a layer up type morning. Into the afternoon, highs climb into the upper 20s, perhaps running some holiday errands, making some returns or gift shopping. It is going to be around 29 degrees, so make sure to have that winter coat handy. Temperatures staying in the 20s across northwest Ohio and southern Michigan. So any hopes of a white Christmas? Well, if we do see any snowfall in this entire forecast, it's likely to come late day Monday. Now, this system is going to start off with some rain showers, and temperatures are overall going to be above freezing, but there could still be a brief period of wintry mix that may include some wet snowflakes and even freezing drizzle. Dry weather to start off the day. Into the afternoon and evening, scattered showers, and there are some of those wet snowflakes that may mix in. Although temperatures above freezing don't bode well for accumulation, if there is any sticking snow, that is likely to be in southeastern Michigan. Over the next 4 days, that late day rain, snow, anything that sticks is expected to melt away, with temperatures near 40 for the holiday, and those white Christmas chances going to be awfully close to 0. If anyone does see a little bit of snow on the ground, likely to be up towards Hillsdale. Christmas Day, looking at an isolated shower chance, temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. The long-range trend does warm us up into the lower 50s, and we're expecting a very warm end to 2024. Michael?
All right, thanks, John. Well, we might not get a white Christmas, but that doesn't mean people aren't getting in the Christmas spirit. The Junction Coalition invited kids to Nexus Healthcare to see Santa while getting mental health screenings. Getting the lead out of the holidays brought children in the community aged 6 and under to get tested for lead exposure, a serious issue linked to developmental and mental health problems in young children. The event wasn't just about testing, it also offered a bit of holiday cheer. Families had the chance to take pictures with Santa, and kids got to choose a toy from under the Christmas tree in the lobby. With older homes contributing to rising cases of lead exposure, the Junction Coalition sees this event as more than a giveaway. It's a way to protect children's health.
This is a way for the heart of it all, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, to be able to say we don't not only have a heart for our city, we have a heart for our children, and they're our future. So this is how you get out and create that mental health and public health, and we want to make sure that our children are safe.
The Junction Coalition will be having their Dunking for Donations event at the Wayman Palmer YMCA tomorrow. Well, more than 25 local families in need got to experience the joy of opening presents under the tree tonight. It's all part of a decade-long tradition called Down for the Claws. We visited the West Toledo YMCA, where volunteers wrapped more than 1,300 gifts for the event. This year's donations went to over 80 children, with presents tailored to their wish list thanks to community donors. Down for the Claws began in 2011 with a simple but powerful mission to bring Christmas magic to families in need.
Kids don't need to feel the hardships that you might be going through. Kids just deserve to feel magic on Christmas. Yeah. And so it means a lot to me to be able to pay that forward into the community that I grew up in.
It's very magical. It's one of the things that I wish everybody could get to experience. Yeah. Giving back it means the world to us. So we just hope that in this spirit of giving that other people can do the same.
Organizers say this year's donation was their largest yet, making the season extra special for many local families. And Santa's been working double duty as he visited Seaway Marketplace on Cherry Street to give out gifts.
Everyone at Seaway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Seaway hosted their second annual Christmas toy giveaway, giving about 550 toys to kids in the community. All of this while giving them a chance to take pictures with Santa. Brady Fuller from Seaway says the best part of the giveaway is the happiness it brings the kids.
Just the smiles of the kids, kids that come in that we get to see. It's been nice. I've been here since 2009 now, so I'm seeing kids kind of grow up in front of our eyes. It's fun. It's fun to hear Santa Claus. It's fun to have the kids take pictures with Santa and then come get their toys. So just the smiles, I would say, is the best part.
The toys were donated by the store and community partners, including Mercy Health, Grace Community Center, and the Salvation Army. Well, the gift-giving season isn't just for friends and family, but also those four-legged friends. Lucas County Canine Care and Control had its Presents for Pups, where people brought toys and treats to the shelter. And within the first hour, LC4 received enough toys for every dog to get their own, with close to 170 dogs and residents. A representative for LC4 says this has been going on since 2020.
Every year after that, it has just been just as amazing. We're always surprised and shocked, I don't know why anymore, by the generosity of our community for us and the dogs and, everybody. So we just appreciate everybody.
The dogs will open their presents on Christmas during a series of Facebook Live videos. As Christmas Eve nears, so does a beloved tradition, tracking Santa's sleigh with NORAD. Let's take a look at how this magical mission started and what it brings to families today. The NORAD Santa tracker began almost 70 years ago with an unexpected twist. A department store ad misprinted the phone number for Santa, leading children to call NORAD's predecessor instead. An Air Force colonel answered and played along, giving updates on Santa's journey, and just like that, a tradition was born. Now, more than 1,000 volunteers at NORAD's Colorado Springs headquarters field over 100,000 calls each year from kids nationwide.
If you're in the headquarters on December 24th, it is a very active place in Colorado Springs.
The Santa Trackers become a global event, bringing joy to children and families everywhere as they await St. Nick's arrival. Well, if you procrastinated and are scrambling to buy holiday presents, there's still time to make those last-minute purchases. Topping some lists this year are gifts that were also popular decades ago. Bradley Blackburn has more on how, in our digital world, analog still has staying power.
In the heart of Manhattan, in the year 2024, a record store called Rough Trade is thriving. Holiday shoppers digging through LPs to give the gift of music in a package you can hold.
It's more personal and just shows a lot more care and thought.
Store manager George Flanagan has worked in record shops for decades, seeing vinyl sales flatline, then boom back.
We also see the 15-year-old Taylor Swift fan that, understands there's something special about having a physical record.
Over the last 8 years, vinyl album sales have grown nearly 300%, with nearly 50 million new records sold in 2023. CDs and even cassettes are making a modest comeback as physical gifts you can touch and hear.
We're hitting that point where people want to break from just staring at a screen.
It's not just analog audio. At one of New York's oldest toy shops, Mary Arnold Toys, many customers come in asking for low-tech gifts.
Battery-free, pretend play toys that the grandparents and parents are kind of gravitating towards, especially during this holiday season.
Board games are also big, mainstays like Monopoly, and a new Wicked game that's flying off the shelf. Then there are punch balls and other physical games families can play together.
Oh, you got it!
As some parents worry about the impact of digital devices on kids.
Simple dolls, magnetiles, anything that she has to create her own world versus one that's dictated by a program is better for us.
Retro gifts still surprising.
It's called classic for a reason, right?
This holiday season. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
A big move today for the Cleveland Guardians as they say goodbye to first baseman Josh Naylor in a trade with the Arizona Diamondbacks. The 27-year-old Naylor had a career year for the Guardians, hitting more than 30 home runs this season. But with a raise in salary pending, Cleveland decided to make the move. They got Slade Ciccone and a draft pick in exchange for the hitter.
And when we return, Ohio State wrapping up its first-round college football playoff game. We've got the highlights coming up next in sports. brought to you by Jim White Honda. Welcome back. This was an historic weekend for college football. First round of the new college football playoff format. Ohio Stadium hosting their first college football game in the month of December, and the Buckeyes are playing Tennessee. Ryan Day hoping to lead his team to a bounce-back win after losing in this stadium 3 weeks ago to Michigan. First quarter here, Will Howard drops back, fires a deep pass to Jeremiah Smith, makes an incredible grab. He's just a freshman, puts the Buckeyes on the board early. Later in the first, Ohio State with the ball again. This time, they go on the ground to Travion Henderson. Makes a nice cut, turns on the speed, going up the sideline, tight ropes his way into the end zone, and the Buckeyes with 21-point first quarter to start the game. Third quarter now, Howard stepping into a pass to Jeremiah Smith again. Makes the catch in stride, and it's another OSU touchdown. Ohio State with an impressive bounce-back win in the first round of the college football playoff. The Buckeyes move on to the quarterfinal round, where they'll face #1 team and Big Ten rival Oregon in the Rose Bowl, January 1st at 5 o'clock. And at the Stroh Center this afternoon, the BGSU football team had a meet and greet. Players lining up in the Schmidt-Horst Pavilion signed posters and footballs. This was the team's last chance to talk with fans and media before heading to Mobile. Falcons will be taking on Arkansas State the day after Christmas in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Players said it was tough not making it to the MAC championship, but they want to end the 2024 season on a win and send off the senior class the right way.
Oh, we're excited, man. We get to go somewhere where it's warm, and hang out down there. It's different. We got a young team, a lot of young guys coming up, so they're excited to experience their first bowl game. This is my third one, so I'm really pumped to kind of go down there and perform down in Mobile.
I think we're all excited. I mean, it's going to be a great opportunity for us, especially get our 8th win as a program. We haven't done it since 2015. So all the guys are excited, ready to get into it, ready to get down there. We don't want to end the season on a bad note, so I just want to put the seniors out on an up note.
And later that day at the Stroh Center, Bowling Green men playing St. Thomas. Freddie and Frida there rocking the Christmas sweaters. Love it. Early on, Falcons with the ball. Javante Campbell driving to the hoop, lays it in to get the BG offense rolling. Later, Falcons with the ball again. Wilkins exact, grabs a loose ball, pivots and lays it in, trying to keep BG in this one. Finally, Falcons in transition. Braylon Green picks up his dribble, finishes strong to the hoop, and it's another Falcon bucket. But it wouldn't be enough, though, as BG has one of their largest home losses of the Todd Simon era, 93-68 the final. Also happening today, BG women on the road taking on Duquesne. Early part of the game, Paige Kohler decides she's going to pull up from deep and knock down the triple. Later on, Falcons still trailing. This time, Kieran McGuff goes underneath and lays it in. McGuff coming off an injury. She hadn't played since January, so good to see her back. Finally, BG working it inside to Erica Porter, the 5th year, using the nifty move to the basket and lays it in. Porter would lead the team with 19, but it wouldn't be enough. Falcon women not able to get the road win. They fall 67-59. And in high school basketball, Anthony Wayne hosting Reynoldsburg out of Columbus. Early on, Brooke Bender finds Leah Pike here at the top of the arc. She's going to fire no hesitation and knock down the triple. Generals started this game on a 15-0 run. Later, Anthony Wayne in transition. Elise Bender finds Brooke in the corner for the catch-and-shoot three, knocks it down there. Brooke would lead all scorers with 19. Finally, first quarter winding down. Brooke driving and lays it in just before the buzzer. A-Dub goes on to win this one convincingly. 65-30 the final. Benders alone combined for 35 points, and the Generals are now 7-1 this season. And finally, the Walleye were also in action tonight, hosting Wheeling. Toledo couldn't get it done, though. They lose 5-2, and they'll be back in action next Friday when they host Iowa. But for now, that's all for sports.
Well, Christmas is just days away now, and it turns out Santa isn't just busy at the North Pole. As you can see behind me, he made quite a splash in Florida, literally. Check this out. A scuba diving Santa Claus was spotted this week, spreading holiday cheer beneath the waves. Santa, also known in this case as the owner of a scuba company, makes this festive dive every year. It's part of offering holiday-themed underwater photo opportunities for his dive charter customers. What do you make of that, John?
He doesn't just drive a sleigh, he has a motorboat too, and he's a scuba diver. Yeah. Santa is really the jack of all trades.
Do you think the reindeer are able to handle the underwater pressure?
I hope so. They've only got a couple days, and travel's going to be pretty smooth tomorrow. Sunshine expected, but some rain and snow showers coming Monday night.
All right, everybody, cold temperatures ahead, so bundle up, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.